we would know utterly unutterable joy. May we go deeper. May our learning know no end. May we see the beauty in each other's faces. The depth of being, and there know holiness. Okay.
Thank you. So I met Lynda Colter-Bergh, I don't know how many years ago, either here at FOOF or somewhere, but been a fan of hers for a very, very long time. And it wasn't too long ago that I had a situation in my life where she came to my rescue and acted as a go-between between someone who was extremely angry, extremely volatile towards me, and we needed to diffuse it. And Lynda came across and said, let's see if we can't meet and get to the bottom of this and see if we can't find a way to resolve these issues. So she helped me understand that this person wasn't wrong, but she also gave me the courage to accept that I was not either. This was not about that. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce to you Lynda Colter-Bergh, who will be sharing with you her story on resilience.
Wow. Joy, collected over time, fuels resilience, ensuring we have reservoirs of emotional strength when hard times do happen. Brene Brown. For those of you that don't know me or don't remember me, I don't blame you. I came to FOOF many years ago, up until COVID. And a lot happened during that time, besides COVID. My husband of 37 years became very ill. He'd been ill for a long time, but this was a whole new level. And he became homebound most of the 6 years we were here, so you never got to meet him. As his health declined, his immune system was compromised. So I had to pull myself out of basically all social gatherings beyond COVID. And that continued until he passed away in February. And as my life became incredibly uncertain, my finances became uncertain during COVID, as many people's did. My husband's health crashed. I thought I was losing my mind because of the stress. All those things started piling on. And I realized I needed to make a conscious decision that I needed to drastically change how I was dealing with the situation. And I'm sorry, I did not grab my water, and I really need it. Thank you, we've got it, I brought one. Water to the rescue if I only remembered it. Yeah. Okay. So I really knew in my heart that I wasn't prepared for what was coming, but I wanted to be. I really wanted to be. And so the first thing that I did was start researching resilience. What does it mean? And as I drink my water, this is participatory, hint, hint, I would love you guys to tell me what resilience means to you.
Bouncing back.
Say it again.
Bouncing back.
Bouncing back.
Persistence. Multiple ways of getting something done. Persistence. Looking at something from different perspectives.
Yeah.
Flexibility.
Yes.
Finding a new
beautiful, yes. All those things are true. And I've learned there's so many different levels of resilience. And as our country was dealing with stress, I felt like I was a microcosm of everything that was taking place. And if I could work on myself, maybe by working on myself and each of us working on ourselves, we could help the macrocosm. And so my research started with, what does the American Psychological Association say about resilience? And it says resilience is the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant sources of stress. As much as resilience involves bouncing back from these difficult experiences, it also involves profound personal growth. For me, resilience develops from finding ways to not just survive through these times, but to thrive. I didn't want to just survive. I didn't want to just make it through. I wanted to learn through this process, be completely, fully present so that I could thrive. And that meant I needed to look at areas of my life and see where I was. Because I wasn't even sure where to start. And what I came up with was I wanted to thrive emotionally, spiritually, physically, socially, economically, in all of those ways. And I wanted to do it to the best of my ability in difficult situations. And as I found myself facing these challenges, I first decided I needed some strategies to get me through those times. And that started with understanding where I was. You know, think of that map. You are here. That's what I did. Here's my life. What does this look like around me? What does it look like within me? I am here right now in my most vulnerable, honest evaluation I can give myself. And so I began a notebook where I could add and remove pages because I knew my thoughts would expand and couldn't predict where it would go. And so I took this notebook, and on the top of each page I wrote emotional, spiritual, physical, social, emotional, economical, every col I could think of, right? But those were the core, those 5: emotional, spiritual, physical, social, economical. And I began to write and continued to write my observations as the days went on. It was a deep evaluation. I am here right now in this situation. There was no judgment. There was no shoulds. They're just, as an observer looking at my situation, this is where I am. And where did I feel as I was writing this lightness and satisfaction and fulfillment? And I felt safety or comfort. Where were those things? I was just in observation as I was writing. Again, no judgment. And where did my stomach tighten with distress? Knowing I wasn't where I wanted or needed to be. And I just paid attention. My goal was to be able to look back and know I held true to my values during this time, that I did my best, and I didn't beat myself up when my best wasn't good enough. I allowed myself to grieve the losses because they came one after another, after another. And I gave myself time to love and gave myself the gentle care that I needed in that situation. Because I knew I couldn't control what I was going through, but I could control how I responded to it. The second thing I did was assess what information or skills I needed to raise in those areas that were less than I wanted or needed. Did I need more patience? Oh, yeah. Did I need more curiosity? Absolutely. Did I need more physical activity or less? Well, it depended on the day, right?